So the first card you have your past is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the emotion card. Really strong emotions. The big emotion I'm feeling, because this can be a happy or a sad card, I think this is a very happy card. Well, happy, I don't know. I'd say that it's very strong love. Strong feelings of love. That's the underlying feeling I'm getting in that card. Strong love, strong emotions. And there's this feeling of protection as well here. It feels like you wanted to protect someone. Maybe you wanted to protect someone from the outside world, or from some outside influences or something like that. I'm actually seeing phone calls here. If you look at this cup, there are a few little bowls underneath the cup. So I'm seeing phone calls. And I'm seeing, yeah, there's some communication that came in. And it feels like you're almost bursting to hear what these conversations were about. So I think this person you're protecting was having a conversation on the phone or something, and you were like, what's this about? What's this about? I have to know what this is about. It's not like you wanted to know their business or whatever. It wasn't like that. It was about protection, wanting to protect someone. And I think this is someone who you're taking care of. It feels like they're a bit vulnerable. And I think on the one hand, you really wanted to give them that freedom. But on the other hand, you knew that whoever they were talking to on the other end of the line, they had some kind of an agenda, and maybe it wasn't a very good one. So you're quite suspicious of whoever this was. But it was very, very difficult for you, very difficult. So if this is resonating with you, I am seeing a line here, a very, very fine line between giving someone total freedom, which would be a disaster in this case, or being, totally controlling, which would be another kind of disaster. So I don't know if this is a child. It might be a child, might be a vulnerable adult. I think it probably is a child, but it doesn't have to be. And it's about, finding a balance between these two extremes. And again, what's all behind all of this? What's underneath all of this? The foundation of this is love. You love them, you care about them, you want to protect them. And I think the big fear is that if you overprotect them, they might totally rebel, completely go against you. But if you let them go free, that's another kind of a disaster. So it's a very difficult situation. Opposing sides. Yes, I'm seeing opposing sides. This is what I'm seeing. So someone's on the other side. So you're on one side. This person you're trying to protect's in the middle. Maybe a child. I'm getting that quite strongly. And someone's on the other side, kind of working against you. So again, yes, it might have something to do with a custody case or something like that. It may be. It doesn't have to be. Because, there's you, there's this person who needs protecting, and someone on the other side. So that's why I'm seeing that. So if this is about you, again, what's at the bottom of absolutely everything for you is your love for this person. You're taking care of this person. It's 100% pure, totally pure, like this beautiful dove that's here. And I just want you to know that this person you're protecting, they know that you love them. They know that you love them. They feel that love coming from you. They might not say that to you. I think you might have been doubting that, actually, because there is a little bit of I'm getting here, rebelliousness, I should say. So maybe that rebelliousness means that, it might make you think that, oh no, they don't love me. They're angry with me. They're acting like they hate me, all of that kind of thing. They don't. They love you. They appreciate your love. They appreciate you. So I just wanted to tell you that. I just wanted to reassure you, because it's very difficult, because you love them, but you're going through this really, really difficult time, if that all resonates with you. Okay, so the next card you have your past, the Two of Pentacles. So here's this really fine line, because this man on this card, he's trying to find balance. He's finding balance. So this line between going this way or going the other way, and he's kind of struggling with that. So, I think what you're doing is you're trying to find that balance. And, the other thing is, you want to give them a sense of balance as well. You want to give them a sense of security, because it feels as if you're worrying about not being able to give them that as well. Because this man's obviously, he's juggling these coins. So it's it's almost like he's trying to balance his bank accounts with these two coins. So I think money might have been a bit tight for you as well. But again, there's love here. There's love that's the bottom of all this worry, all this protection, everything you're trying to do is all because of this love for this person. And they know that. So if this is some kind of a custody case, and it might not be, but if it is, that's what you've got to try to convey, to get across. If you're in a situation where there's some kind of court case or mediation or something like that, try and get that love across, that feeling that you have. Try and articulate that pure love that you have, because I'm really, really feeling this myself. And I think if you can get that feeling across to whoever's making the final decision or whatever, I think the result will be really, really positive, because they'll feel that coming from you and they'll absolutely take that into account. So if this makes sense to you, it might help if you write your feelings down, or maybe write down how you feel about them, just to kind of get it all clear in your mind for when you have to get your point across to someone else. So I hope that helps someone who needs to hear that. Someone needs to hear that. Okay. All right. So the last card you have your past is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, again, if you're going through this time with all of this, if it's mediation, if it's stress, rebelliousness, all this other thing that's going on, everything, you are going to get some relief from this. You might be feeling a little bit trapped in this right now, like this woman. I'm also seeing a lot of words here. A lot of words have been said, I think, between you and this person who's opposing you. I'm seeing nasty words, probably, that went backward and forward at one time. You might be thinking about that as well. But to me, it really feels like the worst's over in this, because if you look at this woman, all the swords are behind her, and there's just one little short sword in front of her, and no other swords are in front of her. So if you are going through something like this, obviously it's really stressful, and it can be really hard when you're going through stress to be able to see what's ahead of you, because this woman has a blindfold on. She can't see what's in front of her. But to me, what I'm seeing here is the worst's over. I feel as if I have to keep on telling you that as well, because it's very stressful. And if all this is going around and around in your head, it can be really hard to see what's happening. The other really interesting thing here is there's water in front of this woman. I'm going to lift that up so you can see. Okay, so there's water in front of this woman. And this is exactly what I was seeing in the Ace of Cups. Water, emotion, love. That's what's in front of her. So the way forward, especially if this is this case that I'm seeing, is for you to convey that love. Again, same thing, convey the emotion, convey the love that you have for this person. And that's what's going to get you to move forward. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, I know this is a really specific situation that I keep on seeing here, but someone absolutely needs to hear this. So I really hope that makes sense to someone. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Magician. Fantastic. Now, I don't want to keep on talking about this, but I just want to say this one more time about the situation. If it's a court case, mediation, whatever this is another indication that things are going to go really well. This is a fantastic card. And you're trying to manifest this, some kind of happy ending, where, you and this person you're protecting, you can both live in peace and love and prosperity. So here's your sign. It's looking really positive. I keep on seeing that. So keep on pushing forward with this. Really, I hope that alleviates a little bit of your stress. Okay, so there's something else here. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but probably won't until the time. But January is a really, really big, important month. It's going to be really huge for you in a lot of different ways. It might be when this whole thing settles down, and then you can move forward properly, because I'm seeing an ending and a beginning happening in January. It's not just the new year, it's something specific that's going to happen. Now, the other thing I'm seeing in this card is there's love around you. Now, it feels quite early to me. I'm not sure how far you are in this, but it's a little bit of a difficult feeling here. I think they would like to be able to manifest more. They'd like to be able to be further along with you than they actually are. But there's something that's stopping them. Now, I think It's something to do with their home. Their home life's not very good right now. It feels like their home's a little bit unstable, or they're not happy where they are. Maybe they live somewhere. Maybe the condition of their home's not very good or something. It's something around their home, something like that. And they don't quite feel ready for you. They don't quite feel ready. They don't feel up to where you are in life because of their home life. Now, they want to be with you. They really do, but it's this big block that they have in front of them. Now, they're trying to manifest the way out of this. They're trying to get out of this. They want more for themselves. And they absolutely want to be with you. But they just feel as if this situation or this block or whatever this is in the way of that. So if you're in this relationship, or if you're just starting to see someone, because I was seeing it's quite early, I think, if you've got this feeling around this, that they're a bit unsure about things, they're not sure about this relationship or something, or if they go a bit quiet, and especially if they don't want you to be around their home, because usually if I see someone who doesn't want you to be around their home, it's usually something a bit sinister, like they're already married, or they've got someone around the house and they don't want you to see something bad. But I'm not seeing that here. There's nothing suspicious around this. It feels to me like they're a little bit ashamed, or they're a bit down about their circumstances and their home situation. They are working towards something better. So that's what I'm seeing there. That's what I'm seeing there. So if you're worrying about that, that's the situation I'm seeing in that card. So, okay, so the next card you have for your presence, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, look at this. This page is looking at this coin. He's admiring this coin. He's thinking this is absolutely beautiful. Looks like he's in love with this coin. Look at the way he's looking at the coin. He's in love with it, but he's a little bit afraid. He's kind of handling it so carefully. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can have this. I'm handling it carefully. I might drop it. I'm a bit afraid. So again, they want to be with you. They want a future with you. But I think they're just worried about, not being in the right position to have you. So what I want to stress is it's not about you. It's about them. It's about the way they feel about themselves. The sad thing is they're not being upfront about this. They're not saying, look, I want to be with you, but I feel as if I need to sort things out in my life first. They could just say that, but they're not. So again, if you're feeling all of this, that's why. If you really care about this person, and if you do see a future with them, I think the only thing here is patience. Patience, just wait, just be there for them, just be as supportive as you can. And just looking over here as well, I can see you've got the Three of Wands, which is the waiting card. So you've got two things saying, just be a little bit patient. So that's what I'm seeing there, just be patient. So yeah, the last card you have your presence, the Two of Cups. So this is a really good connection. So there is a promising connection here. It's quite strong, or it's going to be if it's early days. Very promising. You have a lot to sort out. They do as well. So if you're feeling anxious about this, if you're having to spend time away from them, time apart while they sort things out, try to relax a little bit around this. You've got other stress around you as well, so that might be kind of making you feel more stressed as well. Because if you have stress in one area of your life, suddenly, it can go affect other areas as well. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a bit tongue-tied. I'm a bit stressed about this microphone, I've got to say, so that's kind of affecting me. So anyway, so I think if you are going to be with someone in the long term, and that's what you want, you're going to have to go through all kinds of ups and downs. You're going to have to go through a lot of challenges and things like that. So try to see this as one of these challenges. And, if you want to be with them, they're going to have to see you, or they need to see you as someone who can ride through these challenges with them. So I think the way you act around this might be, a little bit of a challenge to see how things go between you. So see it like that. And try and be as calm as you can. And the other thing here I'm seeing on this card is obviously this is about communication between two people. So if you do feel as if you want to reach out to them, you want to talk to them about this, which is absolutely fine. I can see why you would. I would as well. I'm Aries, so I have to talk about things if there's a problem. If you're going to do this, it's absolutely fine, but I'd be very careful of how I approach them. Try and be very sensitive, because what I'm seeing in the Page of Pentacles is this house situation, this home situation, they do feel quite delicate about this, a little bit sensitive. So approach this very carefully, very, very sensitively. And, you know, if you do that, you might get through to them, but just be very careful. Just be very careful about how, you know, you approach them with this topic, because it's a very sensitive one for them. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Three of Wands. I know I wasn't going to talk about this, but I keep on seeing this. You know, whether this is mediation, some kind of thing, custody, it might be that, I don't know. Okay, there's a little bit of a warning here as well, if it's about that. There might be some frustrations that come up. I am seeing a few delays, I have to say. This is the waiting card, so it might happen a little bit later than you wanted. It might be that, because I've seen January, so it might be that originally you thought it was nearer to you than January. It might be moved back to then, I don't know. Something big's happening in January with you. So a few delays. I think the big message here is be patient. There's a lot of patience all over this reading. And the big thing is, don't act before the right time. Don't jump in and say anything before the right time. You know, because you've already put a lot of hard work into this. You know, this man's on a hill, and he would have had to climb up to get to where he is. So he would have had to work very hard to get there. And there's a golden sea in front of him as well. So the final outcome is golden. It's very, very positive, if you're very careful not to act before the right time. So yeah, communication, intellect, all of those things, yellow and gold can represent that as well. So use your intellect, use your words really carefully, and at the right time. The big thing is at the right time, not too soon. Because what I'm seeing is, this is about waiting, being patient, and it is going to be quite frustrating. So if you're tempted to go and call them and say, oh, why is this late? Why can't I do this? I just want to tell you this. Or if you kind of do that, it might mess up everything. So be very careful. If they say it's this date, just hold tight. Just be patient. Wait until then. If they say something then. If they say, I want this paper in by this date, do that. Do whatever they say. Not before, not later. If you do all of that, that's going to look good for you. And also, with what I was seeing all over this in the Eight of Swords and in the Ace of Cups, I think it was, I don't know, somewhere, convey the love you have, but do it at the right time. Do it when you're asked to do it. So that's the big thing I'm seeing that. I really, really hope the right person gets to hear all of this, because it's a very important thing in someone's life that I'm seeing here. Okay, it does look positive though. Okay, so the next card you have for your futures, the Hierophant. Yeah, rules. Rules, that's what the Hierophant can be about. Structure, rules. And yeah, I think this card also, and the one below this, the Page of Wands, I think they go together for me in this reading, so I'm going to talk about them together. So firstly, the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be about, okay, so it's a very formal card. Institution sometimes, so it can be about, organized religion. It can be about universities. It can be about banks. Some kind of, it can be about court cases. So it could be that again. So very formal, organized institutions where there are a lot of rules and everyone has to follow the rules. So again, use your intellect, use your wisdom. There are a lot of rules, proper procedures to follow. And if this is resonating with you, you're just going to have to follow the procedures again, make sure everything's done properly. So similar thing I'm seeing here again. Now, with the Page of Wands, there's a bit of unsurety here as well, unsure feelings. So if you're feeling really stressed about this, if you feel as if, oh, I don't know if I can measure up to this, I don't know if I can do this, you absolutely can do this. You have all the skills, you have all the strengths, you can do this, you have the Magician as well. Everything looks very, very positive for you. Now, all you need to do is follow the procedures. Follow what they tell you to do. That's a big thing here. Don't deviate outside of that. Don't ask any things. Don't get in the way. Don't be annoying to them. Don't argue with them. All of that. I don't think you will, but I'm just seeing all these things. So follow the rules to get what you want. When you're asked, again, convey that love that you have. So yeah, there's three big things here really. Organisation, be organised, be patient, don't step in too soon, and eloquence. Speak your words properly in a way that people can understand you. Those three things are going to be your strengths. So remember those three things, organisation, patience, and eloquence. That's going to get you to where you want to go, to this really good result. And if you look at the Three of Wands again, there are three ships coming in. So that represents these three things. And that's what's going to get these ships, your ships coming into you, what you want coming into you. So lots and lots of rules here, lots of regulations, but you can absolutely do this. You absolutely 100% can do this, and you will do this because you have the Magician. But remember the rules. Don't be impatient.